Hey guys, welcome back. It's AAA back again with the second of the cancerous questions from BuzzFeed video. So, let's dive in, shall we?
Why do you think every Asian person is Chinese? That's like me saying to like a white person, hey, you're English.
I am English.
Right off the bat, I can see this video is not as serious and prejudiced as the last one. In answer to the question, I wouldn't assume anything personally, but I can see why people would guess Chinese. Because the largest populated country in the world is China. Also, the largest Asian population in the US is also Chinese, so it's really just a case of law of averages and probability.
Why do you think a film or TV show is diverse just because there are one or two black people in it?
We're here too.
I personally don't use the word diversity because of this very reason. The racial discrimination inherent in the term annoys me. It's not white people who push for diversity, yet only include black people in their version of said diversity.
Why are the awkward nerd characters the only roles available for Asians in film?
We do a lot of other stuff too.
I personally think this particular stereotype is of a more positive nature. It implies that Asians are intelligent, driven and hardworking, which is a good thing, no? Though one could argue that all stereotypes are a bad thing, as they lump a whole or even multiple cultures into the same ideal. I think the only people who don't benefit from this stereotype are the one group you have highlighted, which is actors.
Why are all of you talking about our penises?
Yes, because white people have nothing better to do than sit around laughing at how small Asian dicks are. Is someone a little self-conscious, perhaps? I don't buy into the whole Asians have tiny dicks and blacks have massive ones, because there is no actual empirical evidence to back it up. And do you know where both stereotypes came from? Porn. On the black side, namely from porn actors like Long Long Silver, who wore prosthetics made of latex. And on the Asian side, due to the actors being old pervy dudes with tiny bent up little chodes. But the reality is, we all come in different sizes no matter what race you are.
Why do you think Asians can't be the stars of movies? There aren't going to be any Asian celebrities out there to cast if we haven't been given a chance yet.
I have never said Asians can't make good actors, quite to the contrary. In fact, some of my favourite actors and actresses are Asian. Donnie Yen, Michelle Yeoh, Ziyi Zhang, Andy Lau, Chow Yun-fat, Stephen Chow, Tony Jaa, Jet Li, Jackie Chan. Also, my favourite director is Takeshi Miike. So, barking up the wrong tree here, my friend.
Why do you think watching Korean dramas and K-pop makes you an expert on Korean culture? Like, does me watching girls make me an expert in white culture? It does.
I responded to this shit in my last video. What can I say? People think stupid shit, not a race issue.
Why do you cast white people to play roles that are meant for Asian people? I'm not gonna forget Emma Stone.
Wow, but hurt much? I'm guessing you're an out-of-work actor, which would explain the saltiness. Hate to break it to you, but not all white people make Hollywood movies. And here's another fun fact, not all actors make it. Hollywood is built on the broken dreams of would-be actors. But there's always Starbucks or Burger King. But on a serious note, I do agree to a certain extent that a character that is supposed to be a certain ethnicity should be played by someone of the same background. But I can also see the merit of having a big name headline your film.
Why do you think saying namaste is an appropriate way to greet me?
Why do you think saying ni hao is a good thing to say to us? If you're not actually gonna converse with me in Chinese, I don't need to hear it.
I've never said namaste, ni hao, or any such greeting in any language, because I'm not a bandwagon jumping hippie or an idiot.
Why do you think I eat dogs? I have 2 dogs.
This stereotypical belief stems from the Yulin Lychee and Dog Meat Festival, which is a tradition in one city in China on the summer solstice.
Why do you think that Hindi and Hindu are the same thing?
I don't. One is a language and the other is a religion, or a person belonging to that religion.
Why are you so surprised that I can speak English well?
I was born in America.
Unlike your average American, I'm not surprised, because I know people who have English as a second or even a third language and have a better grasp on it than I do. And I am English.
Why do you always ask me, where are you really from? Because obviously I'm from my mom's vagina.
Why do you guys think it's okay to call me an immigrant or a foreigner? I was born in America.
Firstly, me personally, I wouldn't ask about someone's family heritage, and I definitely wouldn't ask about their mother's vagina. Secondly, you are a bloody foreigner to me, even if you were born in America, because I'm English.
Why do you think Indians aren't Asians? India is literally in Asia.
Why do you say it's basically the same thing when I tell you I'm from Sri Lanka and not India? They're different countries.
I don't think India is not in Asia, or do I think that Sri Lanka is in India, because I'm in England. Schools here teach children the geography of the world and not just that of their own country.
Why does a person of color automatically mean black to you? I'm a person of color too.
I despise the term people of colour. I think it's a terrible descriptive. Why can't we all just be people? It's also highly racist. It divides white people from everyone else. And also, this is not a term developed by whites. It was coined by overly sensitive black people who don't like being called black people. As a descriptive, I think it's ridiculous. I mean, what colour are you? Fucking purple? Specifics make for better descriptives. It's just common sense. I don't like being called a white person, so from now on I want everyone to refer to me as a person of no colour.
Why do you think all brown people are Indian?
Yet again, I don't. But as I said to the first question, it's a population and probability thing.
Why do you think you deserve a high five for pronouncing my name correctly?
I don't even know your name, but I touched on this in part 1. Spelling and pronunciation, if they don't match, people have trouble saying your name. I mean, Christ, people spell my name wrong all the time, unless I spell it out for them. And my name is spelt pretty much how it sounds. Do I bitch about it? No. I correct them politely and fucking move on.
Why do you think including diversity in the workplace reduces the quality of work? I thought you thought we were all nerds.
What? Who said that? Citation needed. What I do believe is that racial quotas are ridiculous, as companies will employ just to fill these quotas, instead of employing the most qualified person. That is crazy and counterproductive. Why should it matter if an entire workforce is white, black, Asian, or whatever, if they are the most qualified for the job?
Why do you think it's okay to call me exotic?
I mean, technically we're the largest part of the world population, so shouldn't white people be exotic?
There are places in the world where white people are considered exotic and sought after. In Egypt, white women are seen this way. The women in my family went on a Nile holiday and were stalked by Egyptian men who repeatedly proposed to them. Also, in Japan, there is a cross-section of people who actively seek white men and women who are locally called gaijin hunters. So it's not a race issue, but one of geography. The US is a predominantly white country, so that's why you are seen as exotic. Yet in Sri Lanka you would be the norm, and whites or maybe blacks would be exotic. Why the fuck do I have to explain this?
Why do you think I can't see properly? Do you really think my eyes are that small?
Anyone who makes a comment like this should be avoided because they are, wait for it, fucking retarded.
Why is it weird when all Asian people hang out, but it's fine when all white people hang out?
I don't think any people should segregate themselves to just their own race because it creates discord and distrust of people who don't fit your limited view of what or who your people or group are.
So tell me, what does a sunburn feel like?
So, I noticed this fucktard getting slowly more and more smug and condescending with every subsequent clip of her. Makes me feel like kicking her in the cunt just so I can ask her what it feels like.
Why do you keep trying to justify yellow fever?
I don't know why they use fever for all these things. It's not a disease, it's just f***ing.
I often ask myself the same question. After all, it is just personal preference. But why does the preference of white people get effectively demonized as fever? Maybe a throwback from a less racially tolerant age?
Why are we being stereotyped as cheap or stingy? Maybe I'm just cost efficient.
I have no idea. I never actually heard of this stereotype, so I can't really comment.
Why do you think all Asian people are smart? I mean, when I was in high school, there was a Korean valedictorian. No, actually, there was an Indian valedictorian. Damn it. I guess you guys are right. Asians are smart.
I don't think all Asians are smart, but it is a cultural norm for Asians to be very strict parents, which is not a bad thing in my opinion. Too many kids are pampered and coddled and grow up to be entitled, oversensitive, whiny bitches. Hence why we have cancerous feminist and SJW bullshit you see so much of these days. Oh, wait, hold on. Allahu Akbar! I have been your host, AAA. If you liked the vid, chuck it a like and a subscribe, or not, whatever. And I'll catch you on the flip.